so sad. I don't find it believable.
The clock is ticking for seniors at a West Columbia nursing facility, some with just a few days now to relocate after they received an abrupt 30-day eviction notice. If you have the WIS app, we sent you a first alert notification last month about this situation at the Jenny Lynn Assisted Living deciding to close down.
That is when those living there received a letter saying they had to be out by February 7th.
Our Nick Neville has been on the story since the beginning. Nick, I know you've talked to residents, caregivers there as well. You spoke with a now former employee earlier today. What insight did she share?
Judy, she said that her job was eliminated as the company started to close its doors. She says of the dozens of people living here at Jenny Lynn, only a handful still remain at the facility. We don't know at this point if they found a new nursing home, but management initially told me last month that no one could stay here past the 7th, which is, of course, just a few days from now.
I think ethically and morally they should have given more time.
The sudden closure of Jenny Lynn Assisted Living in West Columbia still burdening staff and seniors there, some of whom must be moved out in a few days. After WIS reported on the situation last month when residents here got a 30-day eviction notice, another letter went out to seniors housed in independent living units here, saying that they had more time, until the end of this month to be exact.
I look at a resident having to go to another facility just like a child having to go to another school. And they have to, adjust, get to know people. And also during that time, the weather was very cold. So they also had to deal with moving during cold weather also.
One of those affected residents is Paul Borneman, a 73-year-old veteran. Paul tells me he's since found another place to live, but it hasn't come without headaches.
I'm turning into a feeling of anxiousness and despair and wonderment why somebody could do this.
One now former employee who also had to quickly find somewhere else to work says this ordeal is a symptom of a larger problem about how society treats the elderly population.
I have more compassion for seniors and to realize that seniors, they go through the same things we go through. Just because they're in a facility and they're being taken care of doesn't mean that they worry, doesn't mean that they stress. And it affects them physically and emotionally. So I just feel like seniors need more grace and to be appreciated.
That former employee also tells me that other nursing homes in the area have welcomed these Jenny Lynn workers with open arms. I asked the management company what specifically has been done to help these seniors transition to new homes. I have not heard back just yet. Reporting in West Columbia, Nick Neville, WIS News 10.
Nick, thank you. Ownership of the property is expected to change hands on March 1st. Jenny Lynn had been a staple in the West Columbia community for decades.